Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 7 of unit number 6 applications of partial differential equation. In this lecture we'll cover the examples on two-dimensional heat flow equation, that is also called as Laplace equation. In previous video also we have seen some examples based on two-dimensional heat flow equation. There we have considered the example based on first case of general solution when y tends to infinity type. Now here in this video I will cover one example in which we are going to have x tend to infinity condition, and we'll make the use of the second most general solution. Okay, example is an infinitely long uniform plate is enclosed between the lines y equal to 0 and y equal to L for x greater than 0. The temperature is 0 along the edges y equal to 0, y equal to L and at infinity. So at three edges the temperature is 0, that is given. So that are nothing but the boundary conditions. If the edge x equal to 0 is kept at constant temperature u0, the edge out of total 4 edges are there, out of 4 edges the end x equal to 0 is kept at the constant temperature u0. Find the temperature distribution u of x comma y. So as your temperature is function of two variables, it means it is a problem of two-dimensional heat flow. Or from the uniform plate, whenever we have plate the heat is flowing through the plate, in that case it is example of two-dimensional heat flow equation. That also you can keep in mind. Okay, now here I have drawn the diagram of that plate. The two ends y equal to 0 and y equal to L, one end x equal to 0 and one end is going towards infinity. X is tending to infinity here. At these edges the temperature also I have noted u is 0 at this end, at this u is 0, at x equal to 0 temperature is u0, that is constant. At infinite edge also temperature is 0. So these are the boundary condition of the problems. Let u of xy be the temperature at any point xy. The differential equation of two-dimensional heat flow is known to us. It is a Laplace equation, del to u by del x square plus del to y by del y square equal to 0. Okay, and subject to the condition. The boundary conditions I have written here. Total 4 conditions we have. The condition with x infinity we write at beginning. So u at infinity comma y equal to 0 for every y. And the next boundary conditions, when y is 0 and y is L, at that time also we are having temperature 0 for every. So all the boundary conditions with 0 value we have written initially, and at the end the temperature at x equal to 0, it is constant u0. Okay, for every y. So these are the conditions, and in this way only we are going to apply them one by one, like we did in previous example. First we'll apply the condition with infinity, then the boundary condition with the other variables. If x is infinity, then other variable y will be finite. One value of y will be 0 and other will be some constant. That two conditions we use next, and at the end when x is 0, at that time we are going to use that condition we are going to use at the end. Okay, now here x is tending to infinity, so for this case we have the most general solution is of the type u of x comma y equal to c1 cos my plus c2 sin my into second bracket c3 e raised to mx plus c4 e raised to minus mx. In previously discussed problem y was infinity, and in that case we have taken here x in the first bracket, the variable is x, in the second bracket variable is y. Only that change we have. Okay, the similar process we are going to apply, only variables changes, because of that calculation changes. Okay, now by condition 1, condition of infinity, u at infinity comma y equal to 0. So if you put in the previous solution this value u is 0, so left hand side is 0. c1 cos mi, we are putting x equal to infinity, so this bracket will be as it is. In the second bracket we have one term e raised to minus mx. Okay, and e raised to minus infinity is 0, so that will become 0. Now this above equation holds if and only if c3 is equal to 0, because this bracket cannot be 0 and e raised to mx is also non-zero. So only possibility is c3 is 0. Fine. So because of this, from condition 1 we have obtained c3 as 0. So your solution will get reduced to this form, c1 cos my plus c2 sin my into c4 e raised to minus mx. Now let us use the next condition. By next condition we have u of x comma 0 equal to 0. It means when we put y equal to 0 in above equation, we will get equal to 0. So if I put y equal to 0, I will get equation c1 into c raised to c4 e raised to minus mx. Now this will imply out of these three, 1, 2, 3, C1 is the 0. C1 can be 0 because C4 cannot be 0 and e raised to minus mx also cannot be 0. So we got from this condition C1 equal to 0. So if we make use of this in the above equation, this is the form of the solution we have obtained so far. The solution becomes for C1 equal to 0, u of x comma y equal to C2 C4 sin my e raised to minus mx. Now let us use the next condition. By condition 3, u of x comma l is 0, right? So if you put y equal to l in above equation, the left hand side becomes 0, C2 C4 as it is, sin ml e raised to minus mx, right? Now out of this 4, C2 cannot be 0, C4 cannot be 0, e raised to minus mx cannot be 0, so only possibility sin ml is 0. So sin ml equal to 0 will imply the angle ml equal to n pi, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. So from the third condition, we'll get the value of m as n pi by l for n equal to 1 to infinity. Now we are substituting this value of m in the previously obtained solution. This is the form of the solution after condition 2. Now after condition 3, your solution will become uxy equal to c2 c4 sin n pi y by l. M I have replaced by n pi by l. E raised to minus mx will become minus n pi x by l for n equal to 1 to 3. Now after the use of the third condition, we get this series, right? After combining all these solutions which are from n equal to 1 to infinity, after adding all of them, we'll get a series, right? U of x comma y equal to summation n ranges from 1 to infinity bn sin n pi y by l into e raised to minus n pi x by l. Only this coefficient be replaced by bn, which is a new constant. Now only this constant remain to calculate. Let us give this equation number 3. After doing the calculation of this constant bn, by making use of the last condition, we'll replace that constant value here and we'll get our required temperature. Now let us do the calculation for that bn. For that I am applying condition number 4, which is the last condition. It is given as u comma 0 comma y, u of 0 comma y equal to u0, which is a constant value for 0 less than y less than equal to l. Y is the interval 0 to l. So if you put x equal to 0 in above equation, u0y is u0 equal to summation n raised from 1 to infinity bn sin n pi y by l for 0 less than equal to y less than equal to 1. That e raised to quantity, e raised to 0 is 1. Because of that, your series will be of this form. Now this series contains only sine terms and range is from 0 to l. So clearly this is what this type of series we have in half range sine series. So therefore this is a half range sine series for this function, left hand side function, which is u0 and the interval 0 less than equal to y less than equal to l. Now here we have got the series in the form of variable y. In previous case we have obtained the series in the form of x. Only that is the change. Because of x tending to infinity, we get here series in the form of y, and when y will tend to infinity, you will get the series in the form of x. That change you need to understand. Now by using the formula of Fourier coefficient Bn, it will be equal to 2 by l, which is the upper limit of the interval 0 to l, u0, the function of whose Fourier series we have, into whatever sine or cos you will get here, the same function we write here, sin n pi y by l, sin n pi y by l, and because of the variable is y, integration will be with respect to y. Now u0 is constant, take this outside integration, 2 u0 by l, integration of sine is minus cos n pi y by l, divided by, we have integrated with respect to y, so the coefficient of y will divide to this integration, so n pi by l I have written in the denominator. Limit is from 0 to l. After putting upper and lower limit, you will get the value of bn as 2 u0 by n pi into 1 minus cos n pi, and cos n pi again have value minus 1 raised to n. So this will be the final value of bn. Now our task is to substitute this value in the previously obtained equation number 3. Hence after using in 3 by 3, we'll get this u of x comma y equal to summation n ranges from 1 to infinity. This is the value of bn, 2u0 by n pi. Wait a minute, here I forgot to write 1 minus 1 raised to n, that you add here, into sin n pi y by l into e raised to minus n pi x by l. This is the required temperature. So the same way we have followed in the previously discussed problem in the previous lecture, the same technique we have applied and we have obtained the solution. Now few problems of similar type I am going to tell you. If you have, you can easily see that the similar type of calculation we perform here. Therefore the most of the part of the solution means up to equation 3, the same equation we get in every problem. Okay, only few notations changes. that you need to understand. X, sometimes X will get replaced by Y, like that. Okay, but up to this equation we get every time similar solution in the case of Laplace equation. Okay, and after that whatever function is given to you, this right hand side function, depending upon that your calculation of Bn will get changed. Here we have given the constant, therefore the integration becomes easier. If you get some function of x here, so but for doing the integration you need to apply u into v rule, and that rule also we have discussed. The generalized u into v rule we apply for doing integration in such a case. Okay, and after evaluating integration we get our required solution. Okay, now few problems I am leaving for you, you can practice them. The first one is, solve this del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del y square equal to 0 subject to these four conditions: u of x comma infinity equal to 0 for every x, then u of 10 comma y equal to second condition is u of 0 comma y equal to 0 for every y, then third is u of 10 comma y equal to 0 for every y, and u of x comma 0 equal to 100 times sin pi x by 10. Now here first condition, y is infinity, so this is the problem of the first case, y tends to infinity. Okay, and you keep operating, and the equation is Laplace equation. There is no word from this problem is given in the form of equations directly, so you don't have to derive the boundary condition from the data. Okay, so directly you make use of the 1 2 3 4 and get the solution. Sorry, and at the end your function is 100 times sin pi x by 10. So when you are going to do the calculation of Fourier coefficient, you will get the here half range sine series, and your function is also in terms of sine. So in such a case there is no need of doing integration. Okay, we have discussed in the problems of wave equation also, whenever we get a function in the form of sine or sine cube, we can directly determine the coefficient by equating the series. After equating the series you will get Bn equal to 100 when n equal to 1, means only value of B1 you will get, and for other n other than n equal to 1, Bn is 0, so only one coefficient you will get there, B1 as 100, and because of that u of xy will be only single function, it will be not infinite series because only one constant is non-zero. Okay, because of that you will get your u of x comma y as 100 times sin pi x by 10. 100 is the value of B1, this is sin pi x by 10 sin function into e raised to minus pi y by 10. This will be the final solution of the problem. Okay, so whenever the equation is given the form of the equations with condition, directly you start your calculation, and the appropriate general solution you need to consider while solving the problem. That depends upon whether x is infinity or y is infinity. Accordingly you need to do the changes. So try this at home, and if you need any kind of help you can ask me. Next, a rectangular plate with insulated surface is 10 cm wide and so long to its width that it may be considered as infinite without introducing an appreciable error. If the temperature of the short edges, whatever edges are short, if the temperature of the short edges at x equal to 0 is given by x is equal to 0, the temperature is u of 0 comma y equal to 20y into this 20 10 minus y, when 0 to y and 5 to 10. So this is like discontinuous functions. Okay, and the long edges are y equal to 0, y equal to 10. Long edges means you are having horizontal plate here. If horizontal plate means long edges will be the values of y. Y is minimum 0 and maximum 10. And other short edges will be the edges of x. Okay, means x equal to 0 will be the short edge, and x equal to infinite will be also short edge. Okay, and this is x equal to 0, the temperature is this, and at infinite other short edge means the remaining, this is the one short edge at x equal to 0, so the remaining short edge will be infinity. At infinity also temperature is 0. Find the temperature u of x comma y. Okay, so you are having this type of plate here, horizontal plate you are having of infinite length. X equal to 0 is this, y equal to 0 is this, y equal to 10 is this line, and this is x equal to infinity. At this point temperature is 0, at this point temperature is 0, at this point also temperature is 0, at this point temperature is this. So this is like first problem that we have solved in this video. Now only thing is your temperature is a function, and that function is also discontinuous function. So whenever we are having discontinuous function, at that time while doing the calculation of Fourier coefficient Bn, we split the integration in two separate ranges. This type of problem also we have solved in one of the problem. I think in the one dimensional heat equation problem we have solved this type of discontinuous function problem. So you can take the reference of that solution also. Fine. And after doing calculation for Bn, you will get Bn as 800 by n square pi square sin n pi by 2. And this value of Bn finally you need to put in the series number 3 that you will get. Okay. So that's it from the application. This application, two-dimensional heat flow equation. You try to complete this problem, practice problem. These are not easy. These are not difficult problems. The similar fashion we have of calculation in every problem, starting from a wave equation to heat flow equation. So just try to complete them, and you can ask me whatever doubt you are having while solving them. Fine. So that's it from this application part of thank you.